all the speakers. This is our annual speech contest. We have 3 contestants, and here are the rules. We will have them come up in order. They will be speaker A. Can we get this fixed? Is this fixed? Hello? How's that? Better? Is that? Test. Is that any better?
There you go.
But that's hardly on. All right, that means that our speakers are going to have to hold it right up here. All right, speakers? Okay, we can do better than this, actually, sometime. All right. So our speakers will be appearing as speaker A, B, and C. They will be speaking for 5 minutes. That is the rule, 5 minutes or 4 minutes. So the speeches should be between 4 and 5 minutes. At 4 minutes, they will get a card that will be raised saying 4 minutes. At 5 minutes, they'll get a card. And then at 5.5. If they are under 4 minutes, there is a penalty. If they're over 5 minutes, if we could get this all fixed before the speakers come up, anything else we want to have come out? Any other expression we'd like to make? Okay. And this seems like it's fading on, is it?
Yes. No.
Test, better? All right. We'll account for this as the speakers speak. It won't be their fault if this fails. All right, so you'll see them as speaker A, B, and C. 5 minutes is the limit. If they go over, there's a penalty. If they go under 4 minutes, there's a penalty. So between 4 and 5 minutes. There will be no applause, please. They will simply come up, do their speeches, and sit down. We'll applaud at the end. The theme that they will be addressing is Engage Rotary, Change Lives. In their speech, they must mention at least one point of the 4-way test. Our judges will judge them as soon as they are done, and as they go out and do the judging, we'll have the speakers come up and introduce themselves. All right, we are ready now. Speaker A, please.
Hello, I am Speaker A, and before I start, I'd like to thank everyone here, and I'd like to thank you all for beating us. It was very good. Way better.
Hold the microphone up.
Hold the microphone to your face.
Sorry.
There you go.
Okay, so I will now start. Imagine a scenario in which you have to win a soccer championship game, but all by yourself. Now, thanks to teams, you don't have to go through that situation. And that's exactly what Rotary is. It's a team. I believe that is where the idea Engage Rotary, Change Lives comes from. To be honest, human beings by themselves are rather insignificant. One could not hope to help people, let alone save lives. So how do we do it then? How come it's not as difficult as it sounds? How does one eradicate polio in all but 3 countries? Well, the answer is by working as a team, a club, or even a family. To further address the validity of the Rotary theme, I'd like to talk about the life that is most obviously changed, your own. As a child, you find it hard to make friends, and it seems like a daunting task. But now that you're older, you've discovered that by simply projecting your goodwill onto others, you can make friends. By being in Rotary Club, it is proof enough that you have made friends, but it is also proof that you will continue to make friends. And imagine how much you've changed just by when you first made your friend. Now, if that rate continues to increase like that, by being in a club, then imagine how much you've changed by the end of your life. So, Rotary also changes other people. Since 1985, the Rotary Club, Rotary International, has donated over $900 million towards ending polio, and by now there's only 3 countries that still have polio. And the Rotary Club also supports a literacy program in which they help teach people how to read and write. And according to Matt Cameron, no matter how much success you're having, you cannot continue working together if you can't communicate. Rotary gives the gift of communication, and from that, they give the gift of helping people work together and to achieve better things. So, finally, to cover all the four points, I will talk about how working together affects fairness. So for this, I will be using the Webster definition of fairness, which is promising and likely. I believe that Rotary Club, the people of Rotary Club it is likely that they will eradicate polio completely. And the Rotary Club also sponsors the Interact Club. And I find the people in Interact Club to be rather promising. Promising. So that's exactly why. And from that you can draw the connection that working with people is promising and likely and therefore fair. And finally, I'd like to conclude by saying you can achieve anything by working together, and by working together you can change lives, your life, someone else's life, and all while being fair. And yeah, so keep on interacting, and there's, just like how there's no I in team, there's no I in Rotary.
Thank you, Speaker A. We will now hear from Speaker B. Speaker B.
I'd like to thank all of you guys for letting us speak today. It's really an honorable experience, and I think it'll help all of us involved. So Socrates once asked Polemarchus, "What is justice?" And he replied, "Justice is helping your friends and hurting your enemies." And I think that's a very true statement. In our nationalistic society, I think most people fight for their country instead of what they believe in. And although I do think it is honorable to fight for your country, I think we should place more emphasis on fighting for what we believe in. For example, it's based on the will of their leader, based on like when we go into war. For example, in World War II, during a poll during World War II, 46% of Americans believed that Jews were being targeted because they had unfavorable characteristics, and we did not even know about the Jewish encampments. And most of the Nazi soldiers, I believe, were fighting for nationalistic reasons. And I by no means mean to portray patriotism as any sort of evil or bad thing. I think patriotism is honorable, and fighting for your country and beliefs is an amazing thing. But I think like everything, it needs to be in balance, and you can't have it cloud, you can't have it overwhelm your own personal beliefs. I think we need to, as a country and people, forget arbitrary lines drawn on a map and come together as people, like what Interact is doing today, and Rotary. And each one of us are making a difference in the world by coming together like this. There's over 34,282 clubs and 1.2 million people in Interact around the world. And together, with that many people, you need organizations, just like any city or government in politics or in our world today. And they need structures like areas, districts, and school level clubs. But we don't let that overshadow our actual beliefs to help humanity and make the world a better place. Like our initiative on polio. We've already donated $900 million to polio and helped eradicate it in all but 3 countries. And together we are making a difference. Each one of you are contributing to this. And I think we found the perfect balance between having organized structure and maintaining our own personal beliefs and coming together as one. Like, today I've been talking to a lot of you guys here, and I'm very impressed. And all of you guys, with all your varying backgrounds, are all coming together for one cause. And that's to help other people. And it's a very noble task. And it's great that you guys are funding Interact, which is a club that helps bring the best out of people and helps them give back to their own communities. Each one of us is making a difference in the world, and together I think we can change the world for the better, and we are making a difference. Thank you.
Thank you. And speaker C.
Hello, and thank you for giving people like me and my competitors this opportunity to participate in this speech contest. And with that, I'd like to begin. So, as we're all members of the Rotary Club, well, I'm in Interact, the junior sector, but I'm not entirely sure if all of us know exactly where the club came from. For example, on February 23rd, 1905, Paul P. Harris was looking to promote friendship between professionals. And so he created a club in Chicago in order to do that. But he soon realized he wanted this club to envelop a greater purpose. And that led him to create the first service-based club. And it inspired the current motto, which I'm sure you're all familiar with, service above self. And eventually in 1932, the four-way test was conceived. And basically, it states we must analyze what we say, think, and do according to the four pillars, which are, number 1, is it the truth? Number 2, is it fair to all concerned? Number 3, will it build goodwill and better friendships? And number 4, will it be beneficial to all concerned? So, for example, will it build goodwill and better friendships? The way I interpret this is that any small good deed will help create friendships or improve upon existing ones and strengthen those. So any small kind act, like, for example, picking up someone's dropped papers, this could help smoothen out someone's rough day. And it only takes, what, 2 minutes? So we could just spend a little time to help others through a small way like that. It doesn't have to be anything huge, like donating $2,000, for instance. Next, you could simply say thank you. For example, if you were in a restaurant and the server gives you your food, just take 5 seconds, say, why, thank you. And because you don't know this person could be could have fallen on tough times. So this could make a huge positive change in their life. They're small, but will eventually lead to huge ones, I guess. Next, you could say any compliment, like, say, that skirt looks great on you today. I would be amazed, like, I would feel great if someone said that to me. Just saying. And we could also even just do the simplest of tasks, listen to people. If someone's spilling their guts to you, we can just give them the courtesy of just listening. So, in all, any minor act of good may not seem very significant, but it's the small things that build and build and build. And it lets people look back and think that the world, or rather, the people in the world, have treated them well. And that whether they're friends or families or acquaintances or even strangers, that anybody is capable of doing good. And hopefully this concept will spread throughout groups in the world, creating spoken and unspoken brotherhoods throughout. But even if the majority fails to spread this message of kindness, that doesn't mean that the Rotary Club has failed in its purpose. Because as long as one person has benefited, which it already has, we already succeeded, and anybody has improved upon their life, the Rotary Club has succeeded. And so these creeds help us shape our lives and other people's lives into ones that can be admired. And with that, we should follow Harris's example and strive to better ourselves, our actions, our thoughts, and do good and help those in need. Thank you for listening.
And the judges will now go out to judge, and that is our final, and you may applaud. And as the judges are going out, I think we will have the students come up and introduce themselves so you know who they are. They can do that now. Let's have contestant A come first. Number A.
Shoot.
Tien.
I'm Tien,
All right.
and I'm from Livermore High School, and I like kittens. I'm a junior. When I graduate, I would like to be happy.
Thank you, Tien Nguyen, a happy man. And let's hear from contestant B, Anish.
Hello, I'm Anish Prabhu, and I'm a junior at Livermore High School. And after I graduate, I'm not sure exactly what I want to do, but I've been interested in like theoretical physics and maybe something in business.
That's a wide field. Anish. Now let's hear from our third contestant, Andrew.
Well, I guess it's spoiled. My name is Andrew. I'm a junior. I also go to LHS with these two. And I actually don't really have an idea of what I want to do with my life. I wanted to maybe get in the medical field, but I don't know. And yeah. So, thanks.
Thank you, Andrew. These are all juniors, meaning we may see them back again. I urge you to remember back to those fond days when you were juniors in high school and what it would be like to come up here and stand in front of people like yourselves and hold forth. I think that these fellows did a wonderful job, and it was very brave of them. Let's give them another big hand. When the judges come back, we will award the prizes first, second, and third. First prize is $100, second prize is $50, third prize is $25, and we also have our wonderful speech books by Barbara.
Thank you, Bill. A few announcements now. Ron Koopman, he's a judge, I guess. So we can't do him. Mike Ferrucci.
If you haven't heard, yes. Oh my goodness. She's a lot better looking than I am. That's Muriel Anderson. If you don't know anything about Muriel, MurielAnderson.com. Please, in the spur, you'll see the name. Just remember, go there, see what she does. You will be impressed. If you're there on Wednesday, I will be impressed. Wednesday, 7:30 starts concert at Our Savior. Tickets at Baughman's, tickets at the Travel Bug, tickets at ABC Music, and tickets right over there with Debbie. In advance, it's $12. At the door, it's $15. So buy lots. And this goes to the Music Scholarship Fund. I have posters, have big ones, and I have little ones, and I'll even get smaller ones because you might see me in front of Safeway or Orchard or CVS passing out flyers this weekend. Because this has to be a success. I haven't done this in a long time. If everyone showed up or half of you showed up, that would be a tremendous success. Please think about it. I guarantee you'll have a good time. We'll have a good time, and the students will benefit. Thank you very much.
What time
Thank you, Michael.
Doors open with 7. How about 7 o'clock and 7:30 we start? And I don't know, I might even join Muriel and make a fool out of myself.
Debbie, you're selling those tickets today? All right, so you can get your tickets right over there. Kathy Streeter. She's gone. JR.
How's everybody doing? How about those youngsters, huh? Yeah. I remember being young like that in this town and walking around town. I was walking through town one time. It was the first time I saw Marty. And I didn't really know who he was. He was sitting on a bench in town, dog beside him. I walked up to him and said, "Hey, sir, nice dog. Does he bite? Does your dog bite?" And he said, "My dog doesn't bite." I went and pet the dog and it bit me. I said, I thought your dog didn't bite." He said, "It's not my dog." Anyways, crab feed is this Friday. Everybody's asking me if I'm ready. Well, ready or not, it's coming. I believe if there's still some people that owe money. I'm not sure if you still owe money for tickets. Take care of it. We're okay now. Anybody else with this crab feed have anything to say that you're helping? Got one right here.
Thanks, JR. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm organising the bar roster, and as of this morning I thought we were okay, but we've had a couple of folks unfortunately can't make it. And so I will be sending everybody an email with a schedule on. The schedule I put you on may or may not agree with what you signed up for. So rather than bitch and moan and complain to me, please look at someone in your spot and maybe you can make your own arrangements and do a switch. The other thing is, if anybody else is not, would like to work on the bar, it's a fun thing to do. If anybody else would like to do that, please email me. And if you don't do that and you still want to work on Friday night, see how the bar's doing. If there's a long line and there's only one poor bugger behind the bar, then go and help, okay? Open a bottle of wine, open a beer, pour a drink or do something. So if everybody pitches in, we'll be fine and we'll have a great time, okay? So thank you.
Tell everybody where it's at. Some of the new members didn't know where the crab feed was.
Okay, the crab feed is at the Shriners Hall. That's located over by the airport. On Limburg. 170 Limburg Avenue, I believe. Or Drive.
Okay, International House Weekend.
Wait 1 second. If anybody, I may have 4 people canceling, so if you do have anybody that wants to go, give me a call, I'll see if I can get you in.
And bring appetizers,
if
you like.
How much crab are you getting?
We're getting 1,500 pounds of crab. Wow. Fresh crab, so.
International House Weekend. We're doing very well. We have sign-ups for 22 to 24 guests, which is more than enough. In fact, we were going to plan on about 20. So we're doing very well on sign-ups. We're doing very well on drivers. I am going to pass this clipboard around for people to sign up for the potluck, for what they would like to bring and whether they would like to come, and also for helpers at the potluck and also at lunch. So it looks like it's going to be a great weekend. It's March 8th and 9th, so there's still a good bit of time. We seem to have peaked early. Let's hope we continue to peak. Anyway, please come and take a look at the clipboard. If you signed up, make sure you're on there correctly, and also volunteer for the potluck and for helping with lunch and dinner. Thanks.
Thanks, Ron. Beth Cassidy.
This is a membership announcement. Miss a meeting, make it up, it's easy. You know, we all know we should attend all the meetings we can, but sometimes that's just not possible. Luckily, there's plenty of opportunity to make up. We have Rotary Club meetings in the area almost every day, work day of the week. We know we can go to an Interact meeting on Monday. We have Livermore Valley Club at Beebs in Tuesday morning. We have Tuesday in Dublin. We have Thursday in Pleasanton. Rotaract Club in Pleasanton at Handel's Gastropub. And Thursday, Castlewood Country Club has a Rotary Club that meets there. And the Pleasanton North Club meets Friday. Plenty of opportunity. There are also some opportunities you might not know about. There is Rotary E-Clubs. There are 8 to 10 in the area, and if you Google Rotary E-Club, you can find these, and you can attend a club meeting online and get credit for it. You can make up 2 weeks before a meeting or 2 weeks after a meeting. For example, there's an opportunity tonight. There is a district membership committee meeting to discuss methods of retention and recruitment of members, and that's at Beebs at 5:30 tonight. So, for example, if you missed a meeting last week, or you know you can't attend next week, you could make up simply by going to this committee meeting. So, rest easy, plenty of opportunity to make up meetings. Thank you.
Thank you, Beth. I think we have time to hear from Larry Purdy.
Yes, sir.
What interesting do you have to tell us?
Well, the unforgivable sin of passing out my girlfriend's resumes at the club last week was I'd say fairly successful. And it was so successful I went to a morning club yesterday and did it again. So, how would you like to respond to that? I'm setting myself up, aren't I?
I think you ought to let this club help celebrate that. How would you like to do that?
Well, at morning club, I paid $40.
This is a much bigger meeting.
How about 45?
Okay, great, Larry. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bill, you go back to the results, I think.
Bill, can I make one announcement first, please?
Sure.
Thank you. Sorry to interrupt, but we have mini grants due, and they're due soon. They're due by next Wednesday. Everybody hear that? Mini grants due by next Wednesday. So if you have someone who wants a mini grant, we need to have it postmarked or in my hand on the 5th, February 5th. I have some applications with me, or you can find them online on the members area on the computer. So let's get those mini grants in. I know there are people out there that need money for good projects, and that's what we do. So get them to me.
Mini grants by next Wednesday, for
Yes.
sure. All right.
Yes.
We have winners, and I'd like to thank the judges who selected these winners. Beth Wilson, Kathy Farrell, Lee Yonker. Let's give them a hand, please. Coming in third, and that is a $25 gift, and that is Tien Nguyen. Tien, come on up. Along with this goes our book on speech by Barbara Hickman, so congratulations. Our second prize of $50 goes to Anish Prabhu. And our first prize of $100 goes to Andrew Lee. Take care. Thank you. These are all juniors. We hope we'll see them again next year. They can do the ballot they warmed up for us. Let's welcome them next year. Thank you all for being such a supportive audience.
What's the next step?
The next step will be that the winner will compete at the area competition, and this will, I think, be at the Morning Club. And I'll give them the date. And then if they succeed beyond that, they'll go to our big speech contest in the sky, which is the district speech contest.
Thank you, Bill.
President Phil,
Yes.
I just was wondering, that event that's being held at Phoebes, is that something that Red Badgers could attend to make up?
Absolutely. Anyone can attend it, and it's also, since it's sponsored by the district, is considered a district event.
So Red Badgers.
If a Red Badger needs a district meeting or a district event to qualify, he just could do it. 5:30 at Beebs. There will actually all 6 clubs in the Area 4 are invited to attend this, as well as some people coming from other clubs within the district to help us out. We have a few.
What's the date?
Tonight.
Today.
It's tonight.
Today, 5:30 today at Beebs. And this meeting is scheduled to last about an hour. It might go an hour and a half. So it won't take a lot of your time to go to it. We have a few minutes left. Anyone like to tell us about something exciting in their life? Big accomplishment? Surely one of you has done something worthwhile.
President Phil, why don't you tell us about your big accomplishment recently?
My big accomplishment was my knee. I had a torn meniscus, which was repaired, and it's 2 weeks now. And so I'm able to walk around on it with only a little bit of limping. Expected to take probably 2 more weeks before it's fully recovered. It's highly recommended, though, if you have knee problems, and I'm learning that a lot of people have had knee problems. Yes, Larry?
What's it worth?
It was worth a lot. Sheila?
I've got the card, I'm waiting. Are we finding our president? Yeah.
The president would have to actually sign it, and he's not a... Yes, Yvonne?
This isn't for me personally, but I just wanted to announce to the club so everybody knows that we have not one but 2 students this year from Livermore High School who are going to be traveling on a Rotary Youth Exchange. Lisa Pope, short-term student, she'll be traveling this summer. And then Mariah Mathick is a long-term student. She will, and I announced this on Saturday at the orientation, she is going to be residing in Italy for a high school year and studying in Italy. So you will get to meet these students before they take off, so be ready to welcome them. But I'm really excited for them.
That's terrific, and these students will be invited to come and speak to the club before